This girl is asking if she's wrong for wanting to borrow her sister's boyfriend to flex on her high school enemies. My younger sister, Melissa, 19, has been dating this guy, Liam, 22, for like 8 months, and he's one of those TikTok guys. Not famous, but he's got maybe 600K followers doing lip sync videos and those weird POV things where he pretends to be your boyfriend picking you up from work or whatever. Like, genuinely cringe content, but he's got the face for it, I guess. Very symmetrical. Does this smolder thing with his eyes that makes 14-year-olds go feral in his comments. Anyway, I'm 24 and I work in marketing, which is how I'm justifying this to myself. My 10-year high school reunion is in 3 weeks and I'm in the planning committee because I'm a fucking masochist, apparently. The main other person on the committee is this girl, Becca, who made my life hell from sophomore year until graduation. She's married now to some finance bro and won't shut up about their house and how she's a lifestyle influencer with 45K Instagram followers. Here's the thing. Becca keeps posting in our planning group chat about bringing content creators to the reunion to make it an elevated experience, and she linked her husband's gym bro friend who has like 12K followers doing protein shake reviews. She's acting like she's bringing a celebrity. Everyone's hyping her up, and I just sat there looking at my phone feeling 16 again. So I asked Melissa yesterday if I could borrow Liam for the reunion, like just as my date. He wouldn't have to do anything weird, just show up and exist and maybe post one video tagging the venue. She literally spit out her coffee. She thought I was joking. I wasn't joking. I explained the situation and she was like, you want to use my boyfriend as a prop to win a high school pissing contest. And I mean, yeah, when you say it like that, it sounds bad. But also his whole thing is literally being a prop. Like his job is standing in front of a camera mouthing words to Doja Cat songs. He's very good at being decorative and charming. This is his skill set. She said absolutely not and that I need therapy, not a revenge date. But then Liam overheard and he was actually kind of into it. He started asking questions about the venue and how many people would be there and if there'd be good lighting for photos. Very professional. Melissa got pissed at both of us. My mom called me last night because Melissa told her. Mom did that thing where she's laughing but also disappointed. She said, honey, this is beneath you, but like, is it though? I have worked really hard to build a life. I have a good job and my own apartment and a car that doesn't make weird noises. But none of that matters to people like Becca. She only speaks in Instagram metrics and relationship flex. Liam texted me this morning, which probably made things worse, saying he'd do it for $200 plus travel expenses because it's technically a booking, and honestly, that's pretty reasonable for his rate card. Melissa saw the text on his Apple Watch, and now she's not talking to either of us. My dad thinks it's hilarious and told me to shoot my shot, but he's been trying to get me to stand up to Becca since 2009 when she told everyone I stuffed my bra. I did, but that's not the point. My coworker Shauna says this is unhinged behavior, but she also married her high school boyfriend, so she doesn't understand the revenge fantasy element. I tried explaining to Melissa that this could be good for Liam's brand. Exposure to an older demographic with disposable income. But she said, you're not a marketing opportunity, you're my sister, and you're being fucking weird. The reunion is October 14th, and I already bought a new dress. Like a really good dress. Expensive. The kind Becca would screenshot and try to find on Poshmark. It would look really good in photos next to Liam, who photographs like an actual model. I'm talking editorial bone structure. Melissa came into my room an hour ago and said if I book her boyfriend, she'll tell everyone at the reunion that I had a deviant art account in high school where I wrote supernatural fanfiction, which is a low W blow, and also those fics were actually pretty well received in the community. Amity asshole? Edit. Okay, Liam just posted a TikTok doing that POV your girlfriend's sister tries to hire me trend, and it's clearly about this situation. Melissa is in the comments doing the skull emoji. I'm gonna throw myself into the ocean. Relevant comments. User 1. You're the asshole and this is the funniest thing I've read all week. You're trying to rent your sister's boyfriend like he's a red carpet accessory. That said, $200 is a very reasonable rate. OP replied, it's not renting, it's a professional booking. People hire models for events literally all the time. User 2. Not the asshole. Becca sounds insufferable, and sometimes you gotta fight cringe with cringe. What's Liam's TikTok? I want to see if he's actually hot enough to justify this mess. OP replied, I'm not doxing myself, but yes, he is. That's the whole problem. If he was mid, this wouldn't work. User 3, everyone sucks here. You, for obvious reasons. Melissa, for dangling the deviant art thing over your head instead of just saying no like an adult. Liam, for treating his relationship like a side hustle. Becca, for being Becca. This is beautiful chaos. OP replied, the deviant art thing is genuinely a war crime. Those fics were private, archive locked, and she only knows because she guessed my password in 2012. User 4, you're the asshole, but I'm rooting for you. Take Liam to the reunion. Let Becca choke on her green juice. OP replied, thank you. Finally, someone gets it. User 5. This is insane. Go to therapy. Also info. Did you actually stuff your bra or was she lying? OP replied, I was 14 and it was the mid-2000s. We all had our dark moments. Okay? Update. I hired my sister's boyfriend and now I'm banned from family dinner and also the reunion. So I paid Liam the $200. Melissa didn't talk to me for 5 days, which honestly I thought meant she was cooling off, but actually she was plotting. Liam and I had 3 prep sessions where we got our story straight about how we met through mutual friends. Very boring, believable, and practiced couple photos. He's weirdly professional about this stuff, brings a ring light to check angles. The reunion was last night, and oh my god, where do I even start? First of all, we showed up looking like we'd stepped out of a Banana Republic catalog. Liam wore this fitted black button-down and did his hair that specific way that makes his jaw look even more cut. I wore the dress. We looked good. Becca's face when we walked in was worth every dollar, and also possibly my relationship with Melissa. Liam immediately started charming everyone, talking to my old teachers, asking people about their lives, doing that active listening thing where he remembers details. My AP Chem teacher was completely smitten. At one point, Becca came over to introduce herself, and Liam goes, "Oh, you're the lifestyle influencer. I love that journey for you," in this tone that could be sincere or it could be shady. Impossible to tell. She ate it up. He posted 2 videos from the reunion. One lip-syncing to some song in the bathroom mirrors. Good lighting, apparently. And one of those, my girl wanted to introduce me to her old friends' POVs. Both got like 90K views in 3 hours. People started recognizing him. Becca's protein shake boyfriend looked like a departed Victorian child in comparison. Here's where it went sideways. Shauna came up to me around 10 p.m. and asked how long Liam and I had been together. I said 8 months without thinking because that's how long he's been with Melissa. Shauna got this weird look and was like, "That's funny because I follow Melissa on Instagram and she's been posting him for 8 months." I laughed it off, but she clearly didn't believe me. Then, like 30 minutes later, I saw Shauna talking to Becca and both of them kept looking at me. At 11 p.m., Becca announced to a group of like 15 people that I had hired an escort for the reunion. Not even boyfriend. Escort. Liam thought this was hilarious and said I prefer a content creator, which made it worse. Someone asked if Melissa knew, and I just stood there like a frozen computer. Then my phone started blowing up because Melissa had posted an Instagram story. A screenshot of Venmo showing my $200 payment to Liam with the caption, "When your sister literally pays your boyfriend to be her prom date at 24 inches with a skull emoji and the petty music." Everyone at the reunion follows her, apparently. I watched in real time as people checked their phones and then looked at me. Becca literally screamed with laughter. Her husband had to hold her up. Liam got kind of pissy because he said Melissa was damaging his professional reputation by making it seem like he'd do this behind her back when she knew about the arrangement. He started arguing with her over text in the corner while I seriously considered faking a medical emergency. I left at 11:30. Becca yelled, "Bye, hope your rental doesn't charge late fees," across the parking lot. I sat in my car for 20 minutes before I could drive. Fully drunk. Said she'd planned the Instagram story for maximum impact and had been waiting all night. She said, "You paid my boyfriend $200 to play pretend and I humiliated you for free. That's capitalism, baby." My mom uninvited me from Sunday dinner. Dad thinks I should apologize, but he's also still laughing about the escort comment. Liam posted a TikTok this morning addressing the rumors and saying he supports women in business supporting other women, which makes no sense, but his comments are going insane. He gained 15K followers overnight. The reunion planning committee kicked me off and Becca DM'd me a photo of her and Liam from last night with the caption, "Thanks for bringing the entertainment!" I'm never leaving my apartment again. Edit. Liam just asked if I want to split the profit from his TikTok Creator Fund payout from the reunion videos since I facilitated the content. Absolutely not. Relevant comments. User 1. I'm crying. Melissa is diabolical and I respect her so much. You paid $200 to get publicly destroyed. OP replied, "She planned it. She let me do the whole thing knowing she was going to nuke me from orbit. That's psychopath behavior." User 2. Honestly, you both lost. She humiliated you, but now everyone knows Liam takes paid bookings to date other women. That's going to come up at Christmas forever. User 4. Fuck Becca, though. She's still worse than you. You shot your shot and exploded in your face, but at least you tried. She's just cruel for cruelty's sake. OP replied. She posted the rental comment on her Instagram story this morning. I have 47 mutual friends with her. I'm in hell. User 5. Everyone sucks here, but this is legendary. Melissa waiting all night to post the Venmo is Hall of Fame sibling warfare. You got played in 4K. OP replied, I literally paid to be humiliated. I'm the victim here. User 6, the way Liam is trying to monetize this even further, asking you to split profits. That man understands the assignment. Wrong assignment, but still. Update. Liam broke up with my sister and wants to explore our chemistry. It's been 6 weeks, and somehow everything is worse now. I need to say that up front. If you're reading this, hoping for a redemption arc or whatever, keep scrolling because this is a nightmare. So Liam and Melissa broke up 3 days after the reunion. He said the Instagram story violated his boundaries around consent and digital privacy, which is insane because his entire career is posting his life online. Melissa was devastated, like actually crying. Not funny revenge crying. She called me sobbing at 2 a.m. saying I'd ruined her relationship. I felt horrible, obviously. I apologized like 40 times. Told her Liam was being ridiculous and she was better off. She told me to never speak to her again and hung up. Mom said I wasn't uninvited from dinner anymore, but I also wasn't particularly welcome. Dad stopped laughing. 2 weeks ago, Liam texted me asking if I wanted to get coffee. I said absolutely not. He said, I think we had a real connection at the reunion and I'd like to explore that outside the transactional context. I screenshot it and sent it to Melissa as proof he's insane. She blocked me on everything. Then last week he showed up at my apartment. I don't know how he got my address. Actually, I do know. I Venmo'd him, so he has my full name and probably looked me up. He brought expensive coffee and said he's been thinking about me, that the reunion made him realize he and Melissa weren't intellectually compatible, but we were. I told him to leave. He asked if this was because of Melissa. I said, obviously. He did this whole speech about how we're both adults and she will heal and move on, and he's never felt this kind of creative partnership energy with anyone. I literally closed the door in his face. He's posted 3 TikToks in the last week that are very clearly about me. One is captioned, POV, you meet someone at the wrong time with that fucking Olivia Rodrigo song. One is him lip-syncing to Unrequited by Love staring directly at the camera like a threat. The third is a slideshow of photos from the reunion where I'm in the background, and it's captioned, when you can't stop thinking about October 14th. His comments are full of people asking who the girl is. Someone found my Instagram and tagged me. I had to go private. Melissa's friends are DMing me, calling me a snake and a homewrecker. Shauna called yesterday and said Becca is telling everyone I stole Melissa's boyfriend and that the whole reunion thing was apparently a long con to seduce Liam, which is insane. Becca posted a story yesterday that just said some girls never change with a snake emoji. 17 people sent it to me. Mom called this morning. Melissa told her about the coffee ambush. Mom asked if I have feelings for Liam. I said, no, I paid him $200 to be arm candy. I don't even like him. She said, well, he clearly likes you, and now Melissa thinks you orchestrated this. I texted Liam 2 days ago telling him to stop posting about me or I'll pursue legal action. I can't, but I was desperate. He responded with, you can't control art, and a heart emoji. Melissa sent me one text through Mom's phone yesterday. Just said, I hope he's worth it. I tried to call her. She didn't pick up. I drove to her apartment. She wasn't home or wasn't answering. Liam gained another 40K followers from the breakup content. Someone in his comments called me Mystery Girl, and now that's a whole thing. There's a TikTok account tracking his new relationship that's just screenshots of me from the reunion zoomed in. I look deranged in all of them because I'm mid-talking or blinking. My therapist, I finally booked one, said this is a complex situation with multiple layers of boundary violation. Cost me $180 to hear that. Becca commented on one of Liam's videos. Just eyes hot beverage. He liked it. I haven't spoken to Melissa in 4 weeks. Dad says she's processing. Mom says I need to fix this. I don't know how to fix this. I didn't do anything except make one catastrophically stupid decision that somehow spawned a whole second catastrophe. Liam texted me this morning asking if I'm free for dinner this weekend. Said he made a reservation at this place downtown. That's the end of this absolute trash fire. Thanks for sticking around. Hope I didn't waste your time. If you're down for more stories like this, hit that follow button or at least drop a like so I know people actually give a damn. Later, guys.